I think we're good to go now. I still don't know how to start streams correctly, but we will try. I'm attempting to see if this works. This is a test. If it doesn't work, then I'll just, you know, do my normal thing and cut the VOD and give up. But hey, I want to see if I'm able to get streaming to work on YouTube again. So I'm trying to go back to streaming and back to recording and see if we can do that, just as a test. Because before it was being really, really wonky, and I'm like, you know what? I want to try it again. I want to see if it's possible to make it work again. But hello, Aurelia. Yes. Yes, indeed. Lasagna. So, my question to you is... Share right now? I wish I had lasagna. I unfortunately do not have lasagna in my possession. But I have a question for you about lasagna. If you have a lasagna, and then you put another lasagna on top of that lasagna, does it become one lasagna, or is it still two lasagnas? Can't talk. Okay, no worries. Thank you, Beer Owen. Also, hello, Dual Thrones. Welcome in, welcome in. It becomes one. It becomes one. Does it matter what time you put the lasagna on top of each other? Like, does it have to be immediate? Does it have to be, like, you have to cook them on the same day? What if you had a lasagna for a week, and then you made a fresh, hot lasagna, and then you put them on top of each other? Is it still one lasagna after a week? You can take your time. Does it always turn into one lasagna? No matter what? What if it's a different type of lasagna? What if the pasta shape is different? Because, you know, they have, like, the flat pasta lasagna, and then they have the one with the ruffled edges. Is it still one lasagna? Or is it now considered two because the method of creating it is different? Frank, hello, welcome in. It doesn't matter, it's still one. What if the flavor is different? What if one is vegetarian? What if it's a vegetarian lasagna, and then the first one is a meat lasagna? Hello. Welcome in, Franco. Hello, how are you? It's mixed flavor, but it's still one. Lasagna, I know who else is Lasagna Garfield. Frank Cook, I have a question for you. If you have two lasagnas, and you put one on top of the other, does it then become one lasagna? Hello, Vine Fox, welcome in. Yeah, this is a very Garfield-coded question. Did someone ask you to bring lasagna and you're asking stargazers to cover your shortcut? I wish I had lasagna. It sounds good right now. Hello, Vine Fox. How are you doing today? It's lovely to see you in here. Is there any situation where it does not become one lasagna? I was asking before, if you have one out for a week and the other one you just baked fresh, if you put them on top, is it still one lasagna, or is it then classified as two? Argent Maid, hello, welcome in. Just relaxing a bit before shopping, heck yeah. Are you doing, Christmas shopping? Haven't had lasagna in a long time. I have a friend that makes, like, a once-a-year lasagna, because it takes a huge amount of work, and, it takes, like, the entire day. I want to say it takes at least 6 hours the way they do it. I don't even know how. I think it's basically because they're trying to make all the sauces from scratch. But it's like this super, super intense handmade lasagna, and they make it like once a year, and it's so good. Lasagna is pasta cake, so theoretically it's like adding more layers to a cake. But what if it's different? What if the pasta shape is different? Does that matter? Does it matter if the flavor is different, if one is vegetarian? And one is like a regular meat one? Does that make any difference? Hello, Vesta! Welcome in! Sounds like they're trying to boil the sauce together. I don't know why it takes as long as it does. I just know it takes like a really, really long time. I think why would it take so long? I'm trying to think. I guess they're just making a lot of it from scratch. There's only one type of lasagna noodle, otherwise just like adding chocolate to a vanilla cake. But some have like the ruffled edges and some of the flat ones. If it's a dessert lasagna on top of normal lasagna, then it's a felony. Would it still be one lasagna? Oh, really? Yeah, thank you so much for posting about the stream. I didn't even know that was like I didn't even know that was an ability that could appear on chat. Thank you. Nargant Maid, thank you so much for following. I really, really appreciate it. Gotta do some laundry stuff, Rebel go into listening mode. No worries, Vessa. No. So wait. This is important to clarify now. So if we have a regular lasagna and a dessert lasagna, is it, and we try to put those on top of each other, is it now 2 lasagnas? Is that how we break the streak? There's a share stream button in the corner? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that, actually. That's like pineapple on pizza. So we found the one way to separate it. What would a dessert lasagna be? That sounds good. Like, what would separate it just from being cake? I'm trying to think now. What kind of thingy could we do with the lasagna to actually make it good? Lordy, we're doing the lasagna questions. Heck yeah! I can't listen and watch, but in text, is this stream being recorded? It is indeed. Let me check. We are actually attempting YouTube today, and I am attempting recording, and my volume levels are actually moving, so this should actually work. Not lasagna, lasaga. Lasaga. Graham cracker, vanilla pudding, and chocolate. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, be heroine. If you have any, like, content-related questions that you want me to answer, I'm actually getting recording footage and everything today, so this is definitely a time where you can ask whatever you would like. Yeah, hopefully we should be good on YouTube. I don't know. Mainly, I'm just doing it for VOD reasons. But I'm seeing if I can make things, fairly clean. Fairly clean if I can. OBS says that we don't have any dropped frames. Things feel smooth. We're recording and streaming at the same time. So far, so good. I'm glad. I'm happy about that. We've had so much, we've had so many technical issues. I can't guarantee that they're always going to be perfect, but today we're in a good space. Wait, what? I'm not? Wait, I need to check that now. Because I have the YouTube tab up here. Did that not go through? Hang on. What, did I accidentally set it to private or something dumb? Let me see it on my end here. Wow. You're right. Why am I... In that case, where am I? Where is YouTube going? I have the chat and everything. Huh? It is set to private. How'd that happen? Hang on a sec. I've never, that's dumb. Okay. That should be good. I don't know what happened. I've never done that. I mean, aside from like the few times I've had to test that, but that was like months ago. Anyway, should say that I'm streaming now. But regardless. It would just resemble lasagna. Although if someone found a way to use tomatoes like a fruit and make the dessert sweet, I don't know if it could be done. It's being transmitted to Beetlejuice. Vine Fox, thank you for the 1,000 star. Thank you. I'm Dual Thrones, thank you for sending stars. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm trying to think, like, could you make a tomato sweet? I don't really think you could make a tomato sweet. I mean, like, ketchup is, like, a sweet considered sauce, but not enough for a dessert. Are there any desserts with ketchup? I don't think there's any desserts with ketchup. Yeah, Vessa, somehow I ended up putting it out on private. I don't know how that happened. And Franco, thank you for the stars. Well, okay, dessert pizza doesn't have tomato, so I don't think that would work. Dessert pizza's good. I don't understand how it would be private, because the words. Dessert sketty? What would that entail? What would that entail? Would that be like fondant just like pushed out of one of those molds? Dessert sketty. Yeah, I don't know how I ended up privating it, because the last YouTube stream wasn't private, so it doesn't really make sense that it would, like, default a different way, but regardless. Completely normal spaghetti, but with sprinkles. That sounds terrible. I mean, okay, you know what? Have you seen, I think this is, I want to say it's Polish? It's either Italian or Polish, I forget which. But, they have spaghetti with strawberries? I don't think you've realized what you unleashed. I mean, I don't know. Would you try it? Spaghetti with strawberry? I don't think it would be too bad. I think it would actually be fairly refreshing in the summer. What have I unleashed? How cursed is this? I don't think that's that bad. I think strawberries go with a lot of things, right? Because you have strawberries in salad, and that works, and you can have pasta with salad. So why not strawberries with pasta? I think that could be fine. I wouldn't necessarily say strawberry sauce. I know that that's a thing. But I could see just like cut up strawberries with like plain pasta. Yeah, I don't think that would be too bad, honestly. Hold up. Cursed ideas. Okay, but there's strawberries in salads, right? There's like summer salads with strawberries in it. No, not strawberries in pasta sauce. I think they make like a strawberry sauce and then put that on the pasta, if I understand correctly. Wonder how apple would work with spaghetti? I think strawberries would be, like, easier to eat with spaghetti, but, like, I guess apples could work if you made them very thin pieces. I'm trying to think, like, the strawberries in a salad is cursed? No, that's a thing. That's a thing. That's a summer salad, right? I think that they have that a lot in warmer climates, if I'm correct. I mean, is it any different than cranberries in salad? Because that's a thing. That's normal. Apple and spaghetti, I don't know if that would work. But you know what I really want to do at some point? Does anyone, do the little, usagi ringo, where you cut the apple to look like a rabbit? You cut the apple slice, and then you, make 2 divots in, at the end, and, slice it in, so that the skin is peeled away on one end in like a triangle shape, and it makes a, it looks like a little rabbit. It has like the little ears with the apple pieces sticking out, and then you remove part of it so that you have the white and the red, and it looks like a little rabbit, and it's called Usagi Ringo. Wendy's had summer grilled chicken salad with strawberries. See, there you go. Yeah, that's totally normal. So, okay, so you can have a pasta salad, and you can have a salad with strawberries, so then you should be able to have pasta with strawberries, right? I think that wouldn't be, I think that wouldn't be too far-fetched, honestly. Pasta salad is cursed? All pasta salad? I feel like that actually makes sense, no? Isn't that, like, kind of a normal thing? I know it's a thing. Mom makes a salad with feta cheese and strawberry. It is a cursed thing. Cranberries would be double plus cursed, but good for your kidneys. I don't think pasta salad on its own is that cursed. I think that's... Isn't that like a fairly standard thing? Lillian, hello, welcome in! I got talked into it making spaghetti and sauce, that's fair. I do not like cold pasta. Alright, you know, that's fair. I think that there's, like, different pastas that work better for different temperatures. I normally would definitely prefer for a warmer pasta, but what is the right noodle shape for a cold pasta? I think it depends. Like if you had a different type of sauce, I think it could work. I didn't not like. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Mindfox, thank you for the 2,000 star. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to think now. If you had like an elbow spiral noodles for cold, yeah, I see that. Yep. I think that's the right choice. Spiral noodles and like a cream sauce and a chicken with a bit of salad. I think that could work. Would say bigger noodles for taste. I think spiral noodles work very well for a cold salad, actually. I think Lillian's on it with that. Now I want ramen. I know we're talking about, like, cold salads, but it's cold out because we're getting closer to the we're, like, in the holiday season, and now I'm thinking about ramen, and now I really want ramen. Maybe I'll have ramen later today. What about you guys? Are you planning any, special holiday foods? Are you having any events that require you to make any holiday foods? We don't have any events at the moment. I used to do more with cookies. I used to have a cookie swap, and it would, that was really fun. We don't do that anymore, which is sad. Because everyone would get, like, a little box, and everyone would get, like, a big sampling of different types of cookies, whatever their families like to make the most. For me, it's just basic chocolate chip cookies. I feel like you can never go wrong with that. But there were other people who always like to really go wild. There was one that tried to do, like, the little, Neapolitan cakes. That was so fancy. I feel like if I went to those kind of cookie swaps, I could get, like, the really fancy cookies sometimes. Mama Bot gotta make sweet potato pie this week? Nice, nice. Cheap ramen or super elite special ramen? What's the eh? I mean, I guess for me, it's just cheap ramen. What is super elite special ramen? Like something you'd have in a restaurant? Christmas season is for ginger creams and Mama's special cinnamon and orange rolls. Ooh! Wait, I think you've mentioned the orange rolls before. Because it got me talking about the orange chocolate, right? The one that you, like, hit on a table and crack open. It's so interesting that oranges were such a symbol of the holidays. I think that's really cool. Hero and hello, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? Naruto ramen? I mean, Ichiraku ramen actually looked really, really good. I would say that I probably have something lower end than Ichiraku. How are you doing today, Hero? And we are talking all about different foods and festive foods. Especially during the holiday season. Big bowl of noodles with pork, green onion, delicious broth, and the like. Oh, I see, I see. This is getting a little bit louder. I keep having to change the music based on the, based on whatever the song is. Yeah, I can't afford Ichiraku, so I just have basic. Reject ramen, embrace gyudon? I'm not sure I know what that is. Is that a type of udon? I feel like that has some sort of different- Oh! Beef bowls, okay, okay. I've never had that, but I have had kitsune udon, and my gosh, okay, so there's a stereotype that a kitsune's favorite food is, abarage, so, like, a fried tofu. And oh my gosh, it's so accurate. I love fried tofu so much. I've only had it a few times, but oh my gosh, the stereotype is so accurate. If I had to have, like, that would end up being, like, my last meal type of thing is, abarage fried tofu. Lilypop, hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? We were just talking about ramen, and earlier we were talking about lasagna. And then we were talking about salads and things. We're on a food kick today. Am I a cat? No, I'm a fox. Technically, well, okay. I am specifically a prismatic kitsune. No, I'm not planning to commit any crimes. I'm just saying that's how much I like it. I'm not a cat. If you fry tofu, wouldn't it catch fire if you tried to fry it? I don't... I think you should be able to fry tofu. I don't think there's any issue with it. Pure if you're a different cat? I'm not entirely a cat, but I guess foxes are considered like half cat, half dog, some people say. I can't... I can't meow or purr. A fox is a spicy cat. There you go. There you go. Is, Konkon? Is that good enough? Konkon? Yeah, we don't really... People joke foxes are dog hardware with cat software. Pretty accurate, honestly. I would say that's pretty accurate. I can konkon, but I can't meow. Waiting for the answer? I don't have an answer. I don't meow. I'm not a cat. But I can konkon. I also can imitate Pokemon. I can also... What kind of cat things do foxes do? I'm not entirely sure. Scorpion Tank, hello, hello! Welcome in, welcome in! Mobile cats are not lazy. They jump and fall? I don't know what you mean by that. I thought, wait. Foxes or cats? Cats always land on their feet, right? There is a fox that can climb trees, though. Fun facts. Thank you very much for following, Lily. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Starlight, how you been? Hello, Scorpion Tanker. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I've been alright. We were talking about food earlier, and now we're on the discussion of foxes versus cats versus all different types of different things. Yeah, I don't meow and I don't bark. I kon. and sometimes, other things. Rengoku, thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. Kon, yes. Sound that foxes make. From what I can... Not meowing, not barking. I prefer cat, but fox is really good too. Hey, I'm like half of your preference. Right? I fulfill half the requirements of Vesa cat desire. I do not purr and meow. I'm not a cat. I can't purr. I mean, I guess I could purr, but I don't purr. I thought foxes do a scream. I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about cats, right? I don't know. I can From what I've been told, my meows always cut off whenever I attempt. From what I can tell, they never come through. I think that I think the meows are cursed. I can try. I don't know if it'll come through, though. I don't know if that worked or not. I tried! Does that not work? I can't tell if that's coming through or not for you. I'm trying to meow as best I can, but I only have half the ability of a cat. I can't do any better than that. I don't know if you can hear it or not. And I don't think purring is gonna come through either. I'm doing my best here. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. And on one sec here. Ba-ba-ba. Brick, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Have a good day, Lollipop, all the best. I can hear it and it's cute. I'm gonna cry. I can kind of meow. I can kind of meow sometimes. But I'm mainly fox, so I mainly do, if anything, I impersonate other creatures, and I try to, I can do a few other things. But yeah. Mix a mew with a con since you're half Mikon. Mukon? I don't know how that would work. Tricky Owl, hello, welcome in. Nice to see you. Yeah, I don't know. I can imitate Pokemon and, and dinosaurs and sometimes cat. Do a nyan? Yeah. I haven't practiced any of these things, so I don't really know how they work or how they come out, so I apologize if it's strange. Chill Thrones, thank you so much for the 5,000 star. Thank you. Hey, Arbitox, hello. Welcome in. The Nyan was adorable. I'm just having fun. We're just chilling here, right? Boy? What is, oh. Short for poison, right? Boy? I feel like there's isn't there another character with that? Is that Pyong? I think that's another thing. Wait, that's a rabbit bouncing, isn't it? That's more of Prism's thing. Hi, so play on word for both. Now I'm picturing like if you were like a poison themed stargazer, would it be like poi or pyong? Yes. Kitsune. Prismatic Kitsune, at your service. And basically Kitsune is Japanese word for fox. So yes, fox. Kero. I am not a frog, I can definitely assure you that. I have no reptilian side to me, or amphibian, aside from a certain green dinosaur, but that would be it. No, as far as I know, not a snail. Although I have seen quite a few IRIAM founding streamers have icons of snails before. Definitely not a snail. What dinosaur? You know. I don't know. Maybe I'll do one. Vine Fox, thank you so much. You guys know. T-Rex is my guess. Alright. Should I do one? Should I do one, Bessa? Yeah. I definitely hope that one came through. Word gets around. Bessa, thank you for the blue glow stick. Oh my gosh. The Yoshi got you a star. Incredible. Now do it again. My Yoshis are rare. They are rare sightings. I had a stream the other day where we were trying to do a big amount of goals, and I had one goal where I ended up doing 5 minutes of Yoshiing after every sentence. And I'm like, you guys are definitely going to get tired of this. I know you are. All these cute noises are putting such a smile on my face. I'm glad to hear that, Scorpion. It was the best 5 minutes. I don't know. I have fun with it, but I can't do it too often, or you guys will get sick of it, and it'll lose its sparkle. 7,000 stars. Thank you so much, Dual Thrones. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's fun though. It's fun. I can do, like, a few different things. I need to start... Man, you know, I should ask the IRIAM staff if there's, like, a way that I could best set goals to do... to do Yoshiyings and things. Maybe I'll do events in the future related to that. Charge tool, we got this. I don't know, I'm still really trying to figure out, like, what works for me best on IRIAM. Like, what do you guys think? What is your favorite part on IRIAM so far? Because we've been around for, like, about a month now? So what have you been enjoying about IRIAM the most? Green glow stick, your team equals Yoshi. More frowning streamer sketch. Heck yeah. If my goal is to be famous, move to YouTube, I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitch, I'm on IRIAM, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. You can follow me everywhere you please. I try to do the best I can with what I got. I still want to continue evolving and improving things, and I'm really excited for the new year because I have a lot of different plans that I want to try to, like, make more events and make things really fun and energetic, and also be able to sort of balance work periods too, right? That's something new that I started with, like, trying to figure out, like, the best way to do fun things and then also really productive things, and I'm really happy I figured out the productive things. Just started watching, so just wandering around, everyone seems to be having a good time. I'm glad to hear that, yeah. It's fun here. I feel like this is best place where I can sort of give you guys full attention and chit-chat, and then other things can be, like, more drawing-based. IRIAM seems more clear than YouTube? Maybe just the iPhone comparing to monitor. Maybe. Yay, productive things. I'm trying. Also, thank you, VineFox. The staff team, the streamers, everyone is so professional in the team. They take viewer feedback seriously. The environment of this app is very positive and comfy. I'm glad to hear that. Best part of YouTube is meeting all you nerds. Wait, YouTube or IRIAM? I don't know. I'm having fun and still exploring a lot of things. Chippy chippy chappa chappa. I'm not a cat! I do know a cat VTuber who actually did do that that meme with their model, and it was really, really cute because it fits them so well, and they can also do, like, the little feet steppies, and it was so perfect. I mean, IRIAM, not YouTube. Work, brain sludge. No worries at all. No worries at all, Scorpion. But yeah, I don't know, like, what do you guys had like, it seems that most of you guys are just, you know, chilling on here, relaxing, meeting new people. Like, what kind of experiences have been your favorite? Because I really want to try to do really fun events for you, but I don't really sing on stream or anything, so it's sometimes, you know, I'm trying to figure out a bunch of different things. I'm experimenting and trying to see, like, what kind of things work for us. IRIAM's okay. I don't like watching or typing with the phone. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I understand that. But I think that the more people that we have from IRIAM, we can also introduce to Twitch and YouTube, and then vice versa. People on Twitch and YouTube can come over to IRIAM, and it kind of creates, like, a nice feedback loop, right? And on here. Sort of adjusting a little bit. Tap to chat is the best experience. I just want to sort of, like, do what I can to make things fun and comfortable here. If I can just sort of, you know, chit-chat while people are working, then that's cool too. If I can chit-chat and have, like, be able to answer content-related questions, then that's awesome. That's definitely something I like to do, or talk about things like VTuber branding, or world building, or introducing you more to Illusionari. I do really want to hope to do that. It's been kind of hard to gather intel on Illusionari. I've been really, really busy lately but I'm hoping that in the near future, I'm going to be able to explore a little bit outside the forest and introduce you, maybe we can go to, like, the nearby village or something. IRIAM chill chat stream and other platform are for the big stuff. I do like the chill chat stream because, I feel like I can directly engage with you guys, whereas sometimes if I'm doing things like, art or games or something, I sometimes miss messages. So here, I can really have that one-on-one experience. A friend was trying the platform, so that's why I'm here. I was a Twitch watcher. See, there you go. It's this nice feedback. I love the just chatting atmosphere, though. When you're just relaxing and talking to us, it's like an extra order of magnitude of wholesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Thank you so much, Dual Thrones. I understand it is, like, a little bit annoying to phone type, but I still really, really appreciate you being here. Hello, Talon. Welcome in, welcome in. We should build an airship to explore. That'll be interesting. It would actually probably be more efficient than me flying everywhere, to be honest. And now we've got a bird in the chat. Or specifically a tengu. I don't know, an airship? That'll be interesting. I haven't... I would be afraid that the Thunderbird would, like, come and destroy it, though. That's my only issue, right? Because, I mean, that depends on, like, a lot of, helium and things, right? So I'd be afraid that there'd be, like, a lightning strike right through the airship. That could be a little bit dangerous. Talon, thank you very much for sending the stars. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I don't know. I think maybe we should try to go on foot in the beginning. I can still, like, scout the area a bit, but long-term travel? We're gonna have to think about that, aren't we? I know that there's, beyond the forest, there's a bit of a village. And we can sort of get acquainted with the locals there, because I think they're a little bit less hostile than the gremlins. Hard to see streams because of work, so this place gives me more chance to support. I'm really glad to hear that, Vine Fox. Could do what they do in Eberron and make it fly with bound elementals. Oh, that's an idea. We don't need a Starlight version of the Hindenburg. True. That, yeah, probably best avoided. It's like an addiction. I need my regular dose of chill socialization with the Stargazers. And of course, Prismatic Kitsune leader. Eh? Hello? Did I just... what just happened here? Hang on a sec. On the YouTube side, I think I got lost. What happened there? No. What happened? Why did it die? Alright, let's see if we can get it back real quick. We might not be able to, but what happened? Why'd you do that? Don't do that. Are we not gonna work? 6700. Come on. Alright. Come on. There we go. Let's try that again. I don't know what happened. No, sorry, I was... No. Oh, we're... Come on. Are we still on? Prism took over YouTube. No, I'm right here. Come on. Come on. Are we good? Armed Angel, hello, welcome in. You guys can see me and hear me, right? Hopefully? Hoping? Jake, hello, welcome in. Why does it say that it's failing with the stream data? I'm still good, right? Are we still live? We're still live, right? Testing. Can you hear me? Am I moving at all? Please try restart. I don't want to restart. Are we good? Can we test things? Alright, I think I have to restart because you guys aren't saying anything, so I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. What does it look like on your end right now? Alright, I'm gonna try having to restart, maybe? Please try restarting. I don't wanna! Fine. Do I have to? Oh my god, come on. No, go away. Go away. Alright. Are we here? Are we here? Come on. Alright. Are we good? Resume? Resume? Resume, resume? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Is everyone still here? Hello? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello! Oh my gosh! Thank you guys for staying around. I really, really appreciate it. Why does this always happen? Okay, hang on 1 sec. I'm gonna try to get going back here on the YouTube side. I don't know what happened. I don't know why this stuff keeps happening. We should be good now. I think we're still good. Okay. We missed you. Okay, okay, so good to know for future reference that if something goes wrong, IRIAM seems to try to hold the connection, and if I restart the app quickly, then I can probably get back in without too much damage. But I have to do it quickly. I was trying to be like, no, I don't want to restart. I want to try to fix this, but it wasn't working. So, okay, for future reference, I need to know from you guys, what does it look like on your end? Does it just like, does it just freeze? Is that basically what happens? Does it just freeze? Because, I just want to know for next time what happens. Does it freeze? That's basically what I need to know. What does it look like? It just freezes? Okay, okay. It looks like you're sleeping. Okay, alright. Well, we should be good. We should be good here. The reason it happens is you are the top tier of Scuff streamer. Actually, a badge of honor. I'm not the top tier Scuff streamer on Twitch, but I certainly am on IRIAM. You began to stare quietly into space as if mesmerized. That sounds terrifying. I just go into, like, pure, like, hallucination mode. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, let's get back into things here. Let's get back into things. Give me a few seconds to just sort of catch my breath, get my boundaries straight. It's only terrifying for the space wolves. I had a question in the Discord if I should mainly focus on a job that would help make more money, but I would also focus on my content / games and art, but it won't be a while that I'll be monetized. Talon, I think I mentioned this to you before. My passion, and that's another reason I got these birds to help me enjoy life and stay in the present, you know? I think I mentioned this to you before, Talon. Don't force yourself to try to monetize right away, right? That's something where it's like, it's hard for me to say that because that's kind of the direction that I went personally, but I think that it is important to try to not monetize right away because you're still learning a lot of different skill sets, right? You're still learning a lot of fundamentals of art, you're still learning about game dev, you're still learning about the UI in game dev. It's too much to try to do all of that and to try to monetize everything. You're gonna drive yourself insane because focusing on monetization is a job in itself. You have to be able to focus on learning the skill set and then monetizing after you feel comfortable with it. And I don't mean feel comfortable in the sense of like, you know, you've done a project or two from a tutorial and you feel like that you're able to, figure out how to do the tutorial again, right? If you want to monetize your work, your game dev, you have to be so confident in what you're doing. I would have like at least 3 fully finished games before I'd even think about monetization. And I don't mean like tutorial games or test games, I mean full things. So I personally would not try to monetize because it's going to distract you from learning the skills that you need to be able to monetize. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a hierarchy. You can't monetize things if you still haven't gotten the skill to do the thing that you need to monetize it, right? I think I mentioned before with Live2D, right? I'm a self-incarnated VTuber. I recently, I can draw, you know, I can wishcraft myself into a form for you guys, but I couldn't rig. So learning to rig was like, okay, I'm gonna get as far as I need to here so that I can be in the present with you guys. But I could not do this on commission. I could not monetize this because I don't have the skill set of a dedicated rigger, right? I've only self-incarnated and I have a slime form, I suppose. but that is not the same as being a rigger who can take commissions. I wouldn't pretend to be. I would have to do at least, I would say, 3 full models before I felt like I could take commission money. If anything, I would maybe say that I could do it in the sense of maybe props or mascots, right? I think that's a little bit easier for me. But I would not say that I am monetizing the skill of rigging. I still have so much to learn. So for you, I think it's really important first to be able to learn the skill set, be comfortable with the skill set, practice it a lot, do it in your free time as a hobby, and then figure out monetization later. Because figuring out monetization is a full-time job. And if you don't have the confidence yet that you could do this work for a for commission, you know, or for game dev, having people download these things, you have to put in the practice first. Because once you try to monetize it, okay. Does anyone know about, like, the paradox of being an art director? Because this is the same thing as being an art director. The paradox of being an art director is that it only goes to the very best artists, right? If you're in a studio, let's say a game studio, and you're a concept artist at a game studio. Hello, Jordan. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm on a little bit of a tangent. I hope you're doing well today. I just want to finish my thought here. But the paradox of an art director is that to be an art director in a game studio, let's use Riot, for example. You have to be one of the best artists on the team. You have to be you have to have done, like, the most amazing splash pages, the most amazing character designs, the most amazing skins. You have to be at the top of the game. You have to work with so many other people, and you have to be, like, shining star, right? Art director has to be the absolute top of the class artist in the game studio. The paradox is that once you become, that's what you need to get to become the art director, right? You have to be the best artist on the team, and you have to work really well with other people. Then you get the job of art director. You have a much higher salary because you're more of in a manager position, and you are able to work with others to sort of direct how a project looks. You have all the creative freedom. The paradox of the art director is that you do the least amount of art on anyone at the team. Once you become the art director, you no longer do the art. You manage people. Once you manage people, you sort of lose your position as being the top artist. You still are the top artist because you have to guide everybody, but you are no longer able to do the art. So the reason that I say that is because that's sort of the situation that you're in now, right? You have to learn the skill set, and then you have to be able to, you have to figure out monetization later. So monetization, in that sense, sort of becomes your position as an art director. You have to be a really good artist before you can take the role of an art director, and then you're going to be doing a lot less art. So the paradox, in your sense, comes from you have to be really good at art, or game dev, or learning everything. You have to make a bunch of games, and then your focus on monetization becomes on monetization itself and not doing the art. So you have to build a really strong foundation first, which is why I think that it would make sense to, you know, do something to pay the bills now, and then do art as the hobby, and don't focus on monetizing it until you've gotten really confident and good on the art side. Because once you try to monetize it, you're going to end up doing a lot less art. You're going to be doing a lot less practice, right? That's actually something that I really want to get back into, is going into the next year. I want to have a lot of streams where I can practice with people, with others, right? Because I want to be able to improve my skill set, and because I am monetizing my artwork, I don't actually get to do a lot of practice. That is the paradox that I'm referring to here. Alright. Sorry about that. I had to get my thoughts in order there, but I hope that makes sense. Remember when Ken Takakura got you to 50k stars? I'm Ken, I just changed my name. Oh, well, welcome in, Jake, welcome in. I guess, yeah, welcome in. I was gonna say welcome, but you've been here before, so good to know. Nice to see you, Jake. I sort of, like, if I get on one of these creator topics, I always want to try to answer the topic as best I can. So I apologize to anyone who sort of came in during that time, but hello. Welcome in all the new viewers. I really appreciate it. Tuned out just as you were making your point. No worries, Dual Thrones. My basic point was that if you're the art director, you aren't able to make as much art, so you have to have a really strong foundation in art before you can do something like monetizing it. So if your skills are not where they need to be able to monetize things, you have to build that before you even consider monetization. That's why it kind of has to be a hobby in the beginning, because you have to focus the most on building the skills. There's no point in trying to monetize it if you don't have the foundation. So the irony, the paradox of the art director is that once you become the best artist, you gain the role of an art director, and then you end up doing the least amount of art of anyone on the team, because you end up guiding the other artists. You get the most pay, but you end up doing the least amount of work. So my parallel to that is that when you monetize your work, you end up doing a lot less artwork. In other words, you end up doing a lot less study, you end up doing a lot less practice, because you're focused on just getting the work done for the client or for the game or whatever it is. And then your actual fundamental skills sort of take a little bit of a back seat, right? So I was saying earlier, next year, I want to start doing a lot of streams where I'm doing a lot of art studying, because I do art commissions, right? That's something that I do a lot, is concept design, character design, mascot design, props, thumbnails, all kinds of things. I do a lot of different art commissions. But I want to make sure that my skill set doesn't atrophy. So I have to make sure to put actual time, effort, and energy into keeping up my fundamentals so that I'm able to keep monetizing. It's kind of this back and forth thing. But once you try to monetize things, you end up having to put all of your focus into that, right? Because if you're a freelancer, a little bit less so if you're in a game studio, but that's why I mentioned the art director analogy. But when you're a freelancer, you probably spend about like 20% of your time doing the art and 80% of your time like marketing the art. So you have to already be good at the art. You can't sort of learn and try to make money at the same time. That's my main point. Nicola, hello, welcome in. If you started as a job instead of a hobby, the passion might leave. 100%, yeah. You have to really love what you're doing, and you have to have the skills and confidence to enjoy the work. If you just try to monetize it, it's just gonna end up disappointing you. That's kind of what that's kind of my main idea here. Mostly talking about sponsorships, I always thought people said to just do it for fun to stop the competition. I wouldn't worry about sponsorship right now at all. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. I think that's everything here. I wish that love? What? Plus people have much higher standards. Yes, 100%. 100%. That's a really good point, that Vessa just made. Rayon, hello, welcome in. Nice to see you, I wish that love corresponded with pay. That would be nice, right? But no, you made such a good point about how people have so much higher standards when they're paying, and I think that throws off a lot of people, right? Because someone will say, like, am I good enough to do this for a job, right? Can I monetize this? Is this work good enough? And a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, absolutely, go for it, 100%. Because they're not the one paying. They're not the one who has to open their wallet and make that decision. So you ask out a lot of people, you know, if you think that you are good enough to monetize it, and they'll say, yeah, absolutely, go for it. And if it works for you, 100% great. I'm really happy if it works for you. But it can throw things off because they don't have the same investment. It's kind of like when someone comes up with a new craft project and someone goes, oh, you should put that on Etsy. You should sell that on Etsy. I bet a lot of people would buy that. I would love to buy that, right? I would love to buy that. And then you put in the work, you learn how to make it, you make it efficient, you make a ton of them, you have this big shop opening, and then no one's there. Because they said, I would love to buy that. They didn't say, I will buy that. I am going to be buying that. They just said, you know, I would love to. Well, that's a very kind thing for you to say, but that's not really indicative of if you actually do have people who are going to pay for it. Checking out IRIAM app seems clean and easy to move around. I'm glad to hear that. Also, Jordan, thank you for the water break. I appreciate it. How are you doing today, Rayon? You gotta have a big channel and consistent work to get sponsorships, 100%. And most of the sponsorships that people do end up getting are the ones that aren't really valid, right? Like the Stream Elements ones, where it's like, oh, you know, you could earn 10K if you do the sponsorship, and then you find out that the only way to do it is to have all members of your audience, so like at least, you know, 50 concurrent viewers, and they all have to download the app, and they all have to get to like level 10 in the app, which takes 2 hours, and then you might get like $100 because you didn't meet some other criteria that they had that said like, oh, also they all have to pay for like the starter pack DLC or whatever. Basically a pyramid scheme, yeah. They're really just trying to get a bunch of small streamers to advertise their game for free, essentially. I get very angry that a lot of artists, whenever they were younger, had better opportunities than me and became professional artist developers, consider them a lot slower than most people. Talon. I do commissions, but am I a professional artist in the sense of working at a giant game studio and making a full-time salary, or am I one of the biggest artists on Twitch right now? Or am I super, super well known and getting, like, a ton of work right now and don't know what to do with myself because people are on my waitlist to, like, 2028 and I'm just getting, like, no. No. I could say the exact same thing. I could say, I wish that I had the same opportunity because back when I was learning, all we had were Chris Hart books. And everyone now, they have YouTube where they can watch professional anime artists. And I just had Chris Hart with spiky guy with purple hair. If anyone knows Chris Hart, you know exactly the image I'm referring to. A guy with spiky purple hair. And that's what I had. And that's how we learned anime. It's like when computers came out, everyone wanted to be one. But you're absolutely a professional artist. I try to be professional. But that doesn't mean that I'm extremely successful, right? So, you can say, like, I didn't have the same opportunity, but I could say that, you know, I didn't have the same book. We only had books. We only had the Chris Hart books. There was no YouTube art tutorial, and there was no people breaking down professional anime styles, right? Also, Vinefog, wait, how did we get to 15K? How did we get to 15K stars? When did this happen? I didn't even notice that. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Everyone wants to be in tech. It's kind of the same, supply and demand. Yeah. So, like, after I had, like, you know, the most free time, right, quote unquote, and we just had the Chris Hart books. And a lot of people now, where they have all the free time, is, they can watch professional Japanese artists doing paid tutorials and YouTube videos, and the information is out there more than ever now, right? So, things like, who's a really, really good one? Draw Like a Sir, that wasn't there before. Mikey Mega, that's another artist. There's so many dedicated anime YouTube artists who, you know, they weren't around. And they all have, like, they're really, really professional. Here's another thing, let's go back to the book example, right? So, when I was starting to learn, we had Chris Hart. If you go into a bookstore now, what younger artists can buy nowadays are fully translated how to draw anime books from Japan. Like, the artists are Japanese, and the book is a direct copy to one that you can get in Japan, except now it's in English. So it's fully professional, everything is broken down, you can learn the perfect anatomy, and we had Chris Hart. So, you know, you can't always say, like, you didn't have the same type of art opportunities. Kids nowadays, they've never heard of a graphic tablet. They don't know what that is. They don't understand that you could be able to draw without a screen. A lot of them start with phones and iPads, right? They draw directly on their screen. They might start, like, drawing with their finger, and then they might get an iPad and use, like, stylus directly on the screen. And the quality of their work looks so much better because they have all these tools for, like, color and filter and rendering, where a lot of us, you know, you were really, really lucky if you had a graphic tablet, but most people did Copic and colored pencil work. I mean, frankly, I kind of miss that. I kind of miss, like, all the artists doing, like, really crazy traditional stuff to such a good amount of render quality that you actually thought it was digital, right? That was sort of the benefit of Copic markers. If anyone knows what a Copic marker is, it's like an art marker, and it didn't used to have so much competition. It used to be the only brand of high-end art marker, and they cost about $6 per marker, and they were considered one of the most exclusive art supplies you could ever own, right? They were absolute prestige. These were luxury art supplies. And they had like 200 total colors, and they were $6 a marker, so you can imagine, right? So people who had Copic markers, they could make pieces that flooded in a solid looking color as if it was digital before a lot of people were doing digital art. And those people were considered, like, you know, the highest end artists at the time. And then a lot of them got really, really clever, right? They would use white gel pens, and they would make, like, bright stars in the sky on dark backgrounds and highlight things and do all these crazy things. If any of you guys are furries, you probably are familiar with convention badges using a lot of these same techniques. Younger kids have a huge advantage with online resources available now, not just with art, literally anything. More easily accessible information cannot be overstated. Yeah, 100%. Why people are progressing faster. Absolutely. Absolutely. Regressing a lot of other things. One of the astonishing things is that its tech becomes more ubiquitous among the young, the less the young know how to do with the tech. It's kind of like, what do they say? It's now, like, completely foolproof, right? You can't break it. Whereas, like, you know, you used to get yelled at because everyone thought that you were going to accidentally delete System 32. You can't really do that on a lot of modern tech, right? A lot of younger kids, they don't really want to use computers. They want to do everything on phones and tablets. So they don't even have the ability to accidentally break things like that. Well, you know, everyone's gonna learn some different things. I do wish tech was foolproof. I play IT for a lot of my friends. That's definitely fair. That's definitely fair. But anyway, yeah. So that is to say, using, I'll throw in my favorite, my lifelong favorite quote here that I always try to live by. And a lot of you people already know this quote. It is not, it is not the circumstances of your birth that matter. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. Mewtwo, Pokemon the first movie. That will always be my favorite quote. I will always live by that quote. The circumstances of your birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. So even though we might not have had the... I like Mew's reply. So even though a lot of people might have had it, a lot of people might have had other opportunities and things, you can't let that stop you now. And I know it's really hard, because trust me, I do vent about it from time to time. I do vent about the better art books and the YouTube tutorials and everything. Sometimes I even vent about how, like, I wasn't allowed to draw a lot of anime, right? It wasn't really a thing that was accepted, and a lot of art teachers still don't like it, but they're sort of warming up to it more as it's becoming more and more in the mainstream. So there's always going to be something that is going to be better than what you had. But you have to keep pushing through. I think the best example that we can give for that is AI. AI. I know it's really, really, really scary for a lot of people right now. I know that a lot of artists are feeling really, really discouraged by AI. And I am too. I think it's definitely something that's really scary. Every time I see, like, new updates to it, it really freaks me out. But I think that it's a matter of figuring out what is going to set you apart and what you can bring to the table that others can't, right? I think a huge thing with AI is that, yes, it can make things that are really, really pretty and render things better than I can. But it will never have that same amount of soul and everything, you know? So, when I say soul, I don't just mean how the piece romantically looks or technically looks or anything. I mean, like, the connection with the artists themselves. So I think it's one of those things where a game studio is gonna go for it immediately. But I think that us as commission artists have a sort of specialty advantage to it, right? We can get to know our clients, we can figure out their hopes and dreams, we can figure out why they want this thing, and really make it to a full specification that full-time work in a game studio doesn't really have. So in a way, we're kind of lucky there. Steam mills were scary for those who made thread and cloth by hand for a living. I would imagine, yeah. I could definitely imagine that would definitely be terrifying. I think the main difference on that end is that it wasn't taking the direct work of the person who was sewing by hand, right? Like, you wouldn't create a design and then the steam mill was like replicating that design fully that you had created by hand with your own concepts. I think that's the main thing with AI, is the fact that it's like trained on all of our work. I mean, heck, there are websites where you can see if your art has been trained on the AI, and I have stuff that's trained on the AI from at least a decade. I was really surprised, but you can look up like where your art is in the database, and I have stuff that's at least a decade old that is in the database. So glad so much of the internet has been rallying against AI. Could be more, but it's been enough to make companies waver. That's true, yeah. Artisans will always come out okay, even with mass production. It is definitely hard. I do think that, like, the people who do handcrafted work, like, you know, hand sculpted wood or oil paintings or everything, I think those people are probably feeling a lot better. I think digital artists are the ones who are probably the most scared right now. But connection is something that I think is really, really important going forward. And that is really the main reason that I like working with VTubers the most, right? Real Life Catman, hello, welcome in. AI can be good, but shouldn't do the passionate jobs until the hard jobs are done first. I still really haven't seen, I think AI is really good in, like, maybe the medical field, but I still think there's a long ways to go with it. Two can be one. Right, the lasagna question. Thank you so much for following our Catman. Okay, let's bring it back to the lasagna question real fast, just for some context, for everyone who's wondering what the heck the title means. Basically, if you have a lasagna, and then you stack another lasagna on top of it, does it then become one lasagna? Or is it still two separate lasagnas? If you stack a lasagna on top of another lasagna, is it one lasagna? It's definitely thick, but is it a single lasagna now? It's one big lasagna? What if you cooked one a week ago, and then you put another lasagna on top that you had just baked? I like that AI has brought mass production art to the masses, but the only art I'm paying $200, $300 more for is handcrafted custom art that looks like it was painted by hand. That definitely makes sense. I think that the main thing that artists have against AI is definitely the theft part, right? The fact that all of our work was trained on it. I think that's the main thing, right? Like I said, my art from a decade ago is on there. Is stuck in there. If you generate something related to fantasy foxes, I'm probably helping you without my ability to I'm helping you make my type of art without my consent, and I think that's people's main issue. They were cooked separately, so it's two lasagna. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not really a fan of AI art in any form, to be honest. I'm almost at my first badge. Nice job, Jordan. What do you, wait, first badge. First badge on Hype here? Wait, I'm confused. What do you mean with the first badge here? Also 11, hello! Welcome in, welcome in. One of the biggest issues is AI as a plagiarism machine. 100%, yeah. On here? Nice, nice, nice. Oh, also, yeah, if you guys get, the star badge here, then you get access, well, I won't even say you get access. Anyone can join the Discord. If you go to my Twitch account, there should be a link to my Discord server. And I'd be happy to see some of you guys in the Discord. I think it'd be really fun. And then you get notified, when I'm live on here. If you haven't, blah, blah, blah. Put on the notification bell here after following. Or if you want to follow on Twitch and YouTube, I'm also there. And then we sort of loop back around to IRIAM at some points. And I want to try doing more in the Discord too, but that is definitely the best place to get notified whenever I'm live anywhere. How to assess what? Thank you, Vessa. I still appreciate the Discord. Shout out. Yeah, it should be a link on my Twitter. If you want to go in. If you do join the Discord, make sure that you read the rules and then get the role for Stargazer, and then you'll be able to chat in the Discord. It's an in-joke at this point. That's fair. That's fair, that's fair. Access Discord and X? Yeah. Because I can't link a Discord server on IRIAM, so I have to have it through Twitter, or through YouTube, or anywhere else I can have those links. So on IRIAM, I can post my link to my Twitter, my YouTube, and my Twitch. And then on the Twitter and the YouTube and Twitch, there is a link to the Discord. I know it's a little bit of a roundabout, I'm sorry, it's the only way I'm able to do it. But any of those platforms should have my links to everything else. I really need to get going to making a card at some point. We can't link a card here either, but I should get a card because I know more people are familiar with the layout. Jamosta, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. People are asking them to add direct links. Yeah, that would be nice. That would definitely make things a lot easier, I think. I would really like it if they would add the ability just for one direct link, and then we could add, like, a card, like I was saying earlier, a card website, because then we would be able to, get everything going, right? I could link, like, VGen and everything. Oh, man, I want to open commissions again. I have a large queue for the beginning of 2025, and they're all really, really, really big projects, but I'm really eager to open from some smaller projects, because I just want to be able to, like, do like, quick painting pieces, right? I think that would be fun. I'm a fan, so it would be impossible for me to get art for characters in TTRPG games without AI. If I use an artist, I have to keep one on retainer. I don't have, like, 60 in a year. I mean, yeah, that's true. I don't know. I will never be angry at anyone because I understand that point of view, but I will always personally be against it on my own morals, if that's fair. Right? I'm never gonna get mad at anybody. I'll be mad if you're trying to sell it and pass it off. That I don't think is right. I went to a card store the other day, and there was somebody who was, they were making bows, right? They were making, like... Johnny Morty, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. They were making handmade bows. Like, Christmas bows. So the ones with all the loops, like 20 different loops in the bows, and they were wrapping it all themselves. And they could do, like, one every 10 minutes, let's say. And somebody asked them, why don't you use, like, the Bow-matic type thing? And then they were saying, like, oh, I don't like using that because it looks too machine-made, and I like mine to look handcrafted. The person who was making the bows had a card rack that they were selling of greeting cards, and I actually pulled one out, and I was actually kind of like, hey, are you aware? Okay, I picked up the card. This person saw me pick up the card, and they said, oh, do you like that? That's from a new artist I discovered. And I'm like, oh. You do realize that this card is AI, right? And they just sort of were quiet for a bit, and they're like, well, yeah, but it's really pretty. And I'm like, wait. So you're telling me that you want to craft all your bows by hand, specifically because you like the handmade look, and you refuse to use a machine, and you don't like it when other people use a machine, because they want you to buy your bows, which, by the way, were $20 each for 10 minutes of work. And yet, you have no issue selling AI greeting cards. Not too sure about that one. This is how you got banned from the bow store. Cancer Kaiju, hello, welcome in. As a GM, I've always gotten my art by finding stuff already made by artists. I certainly don't need a custom piece for every NPC I throw at my players. Yeah, that's fair. I think that what would really, really help is if artists did, like collections of D&D art and NPC work that could be used, and, like Picrew. Like Picrew. If anyone knows what Picrew is, it's like a profile art maker, right? And you can choose like the hairstyle and the eye color and the skin tone and everything like that, and you make something like kind of customish. And it would be cool if people were doing more that were like in D&D style, right? Artists do make collections like that. Okay, there you go. Yeah. That's why I call it mass production art for the masses. Cheap junk that anyone can have quickly where they could not otherwise. I mean, yeah, I understand the appeal. I can't deny that. But I personally cannot support it because of my personal position as an artist, as a creative. Especially when they are saying that they are making it by hand, or they are trying to pretend, or they are trying to fool people in some way. They're now trying to generate AI that creates a line art layer, a sketch layer, a flat color layer, and a shading layer. And there's no reason for that other than to try to trick people. Like, the only reason that you would want to break them up into layers to that extent is to try to fool people that you actually drew it. And they're also trying to make fake time lapses too. So my main thing is that the way that it's created is not something that I think is right, and the fact that they're trying to produce things that are, yeah, intentionally deceptive. Exactly. So I can't get angry at anyone who sees this as a way to just get, like, something quick slapdash done, but I personally, as an artist, cannot support it myself, if that sounds fair. That's when they're wrong when they say they make it. You'd be so surprised how many do, though. I never expect an artisan to support anything often used for fraud and theft. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just, it could have been... I'm that way with Minecraft map making, don't like the add-ons because the map is not truly mine. Exactly. I think that the main thing is, like, there is a lot... I always hear this as an artist gotcha, right? I always hear this as a gotcha. You artists are so stupid for being against AI because you don't understand that you're constantly using it anyway. And it's like, the liquify tool in Clip Studio Paint is not the same as generating something in the style of Starlight Akari. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, there are good uses for it as tools, as literal tools. The liquify tool is something I use all the time. And I'm very grateful for that as, like, a graph point adjusting thing using mathematical coordinates. The generative stuff on a single person's name is not the same thing as a filter or a liquify tool. I use Pickery for OC designs. When it comes to AI art, I'm not okay with that. The only AI I use are for role-playing purposes and character voice. That's my 2 cents. That's fair, yeah. I don't like the ones where you're, like, role-playing an existing person, because I don't really think it's, like, fair to them. But that's just my opinion. Like, I don't like the ones where it's, like, making somebody else say something, if that makes sense. Okay, hello. Weren't you in here earlier? A mech made it, the person just pushed a button. Yeah, pretty much. Shika noko noko. I'm actually drawing a, I'm actually in the middle of doing a Christmas piece that has, Shika noko noko in it. I actually was commissioned for a piece, and it has a bunch of different Christmas events, and one of the little Easter eggs is Doki Bird doing the, Shika noko noko dance with the deer. It's really cute. I'm excited. I'm excited to finish it. You're given tools, but you do the actual work. AI does not. Yeah, exactly. I'm here to answer the stream question. Stack 2 lasagnas on top of each other, and you have 1 lasagna. Oh, okay. Alright. So you are in the 1 lasagna crowd. Is there anyone who's in the 2 lasagna crowd with that? I'm curious. C+ thinks up some wild things. True, but I love it. It makes it a lot more fun. It makes it a lot more fun when there is a lot going on. Dual Thrones, thank you so much for the 20,000 star. Thank you. Alright, are we going to pick another founding streamer to be drawing? I'm gonna have to be careful with that because it's going to start turning into a queue if I'm not careful. I already have another founding streamer that I have to make art for based on this technique, so I gotta be careful. But we hit 20k, so we can pick a founding streamer. I am potentially... I'll throw out a suggestion, and then you guys can say if you like the suggestion, or if you want to vote on somebody else. I would like to throw out, maybe, Ayana, if anybody knows Ayana, the ghost. But if anyone has other suggestions, we can listen to those as well. Take 2 different types of lasagna and put them in a pan together. Boom, super lasagna. 2 lasagna crowd, they are separate. So does it matter if they were made at the same time, or if they were made, a little bit apart? I pay money for Rana. I support drawing the rapper lady you like. The rapper lady? Callie? Callie's not a founding streamer on IRIAM, though that would be really cool. I like Ghost. Gura. Gura is also not a founding streamer. What if we actually got Hololive to, like, try IRIAM for a day? That'd be hilarious. If Hololive was on IRIAM for, like, 1 day, that would help every founding streamer so much. The bird lady? Talon, you still haven't told me who the bird lady is. Mega collab! I would love that. I would love that so... Oh my gosh, what if Yago had, like, a Shirasu plush? Ah, that would be so good. Bye, Fox, thank you for the glow sticks. Thank you. I'd watch so much Mokoko. And congratulations to Fulamoko for getting VTuber of the Year. Heck yeah. If Hololive was on IRIAM for 1 day, it would crash the server. Probably. So, alright, we've got Ayana and Rana as our two choices at the moment. Does anyone have any particular desire for one or the other? Ayana's been, like, really nice and kind to me, so I wanted to throw that out there. But I also want to give other people the ability to voice their opinions. Haven't seen her yet. Ayana is the ghost with the pink hair. Or the jester. The jester's cool. I wish I remembered her name at the moment. I'm actually really bad with names. Is it Vilya? Man. Vi? But her full name is Vilya, right? Or Vilia? Ghost. I want to say it's Vilia. I apologize if I can't pronounce correctly. Ghost. All right, so we might end up going with Ayana because I do think that she would be fun to add. What time does the ghost usually stream? What time does she stream? I'm not actually sure. Yuko Yurei. Technically a ghost. I mean, yes, a ghost, but not an IRIAM founding streamer. Meow, hello, welcome in. I don't know what time Ayana streams, but if you want to look her up, her name is Ayana Spectre. How do I know about her? Because I try to stay as up-to-date with other VTubers as much as I can, right? I try to stay in the know. I'm not fully in the know. I'm not, like, super able to tune into all the large corpo people, but I do try to be fairly, VTuber street smart, I guess is the way to say it. I try to be aware in the same way that fashion designers try to get like the fall issue of Vogue fashion, right? Just like try to keep up with as many people as you can. It is getting harder. It is definitely getting harder as more and more VTubers debut, but I am trying. Need to watch every streamer on here. Gotta grind the low. C+ asks you to draw half of them at some point. I mean, that does help, honestly. That actually really helps. I'm applying currently, haven't been accepted. I don't really know what the status is with the applications, but best of luck with the application. Best of luck. But yeah, alright, you know what? Yeah. Definitely, you know, we'd be happy to have you here. Saikuno. RL Cat, thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun here. So, you know, we'd love to have you. Thank you. All right, I think I'm going to put down Ayana for this round because I think she deserves some love too. I think I want to spread the love to Ayana. And then in other streams, if we hit a higher star count, then we can try to keep adding people as much as we can. But I do have to be careful because I am putting a lot of work into these pieces, like more than I had intended. Bye, Fox, thank you so much for the party poppers. Thank you. And congrats on getting the star badge. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Star power, go. Definitely consider joining the Discord if you haven't, because I do have a special Discord role for people who have star badges. And it appears like at the top with the Twitch subscribers and everything. I really want to do more for people with star badges, but I haven't really figured out what works best for people. And I'm really swamped with art, so unfortunately I can't do a lot of like custom banners and rings and things, but I really want to. Probably for January, I think. But is there anything that you would want to specifically see, like to the end of this month for the star badges? Is there anything that would really interest you that I would be able to deliver? Because I want to try my best if possible. But yeah, I don't have my Discord locked off to people with badges, so anyone is allowed to join the Discord. I'm waiting until the January rollover to get the stars, because getting enough points is quite a headache. That's definitely fair. I appreciate it, Dual Thrones. I appreciate it. I really want to be able to do a lot of fun things here. And I'm still trying to figure out what works best for you guys, what you would enjoy the most. Oh, yeah. Alright, I need a quick water break here. Oh, yeah. I think, I feel like my head just blanked. Just happy to be here talking and texting. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Vine Fox. I appreciate all you guys being here. It really means a lot. it's a lot of fun to hang out and chill with you guys for a bit, I think. But yeah, I'm probably later today, I'm probably gonna be working on the piece that I'm doing for a client that is like very large and Christmassy. My goal is to try to get the line art done today. The line art takes me a long time. I'm really slow with line art. Because I'm way too perfectionist with line art, and there's so many details. It's a big piece. It's gonna be like a big splash piece. But I want to get the line art done today. And then I think tomorrow we're probably going to be doing like fun game type art things on Twitch. So definitely consider following on Twitch if you haven't yet. And then Wednesday will probably be on IRIAM. Thursday we'll probably be doing quiet study work, and I want to be able to do more of the Christmas piece and try to get to the point where I can do color, because I think color is more enjoyable to watch than line art. And then, yeah, most days I'm on IRIAM, but the days I'm not on IRIAM, I'm usually on Twitch or YouTube, aside from Sunday. But yeah, if there's anything in particular that you guys want to see, if there's anything you want to suggest, definitely let me know, because I'm very open to different suggestions. For those of you who don't know, I sort of was on like a big long hiatus before coming back to streaming and onto YouTube. So I'm still like I'm still trying to figure out what works best for everyone playing Minecraft. I actually know nothing about Minecraft, I'll be completely honest. Although I really enjoyed watching Enreco, Hololive Enreco, the Enigmatic Recollection. That was so fun. I know that's not like a typical Minecraft experience, but I really, really love what they did with that. That was extremely enjoyable to watch. I would love to be able to do something like that, but I can only imagine how much work it would take to make everything that specialized and that custom modded, right? I think it was really cool though. Did anyone else see Enreco? I can teach you how to craft in the mines. I probably won't be doing Minecraft anytime soon. I'm still trying to figure out like how to go about doing games on stream. I mainly do I mainly do art things and chatting things, and I'm trying to figure out games. The first game that I played on stream was Infinity Nikki, and I think the next game that I really, really want to play on stream is Hamtaro. So, a little bit of a different vibe, but for those who don't know, I really, really love Hamtaro, especially if anyone knows the game Ham Ham Heartbreak. That is one of my favorite games, I would say. And it's just, there's no direct action, there's no, like, timed, you know, 3D environment type stuff, so I think it would make a really good game for stream, because I'm still sort of learning how to talk to chat while playing a game. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to that. Favorite genre of game? Probably, I would say either puzzle or action-adventure. So, or like 3D open-world action-adventure or puzzles. So, I'm a huge fan of Zelda for that reason. My favorite game is Tears of the Kingdom, but that's definitely something I would not know how to play on stream. I would be way too chaotic and not able to connect with chat as much. Talking to chat while gaming is absolutely a learned skill. See, that's what I figured. So then I was like, I really want to get, I really want to learn how to do that, so Hamtaro would be good because it's not in real time, right? It's a lot more casual, but it's a lot more fun with chat and banter. And then Infinity Nikki just happened to be coming out, like, at the right time, and I was like, I want to take advantage of the release of Infinity Nikki. So I did stream that a little bit, but I really want to try training my talking and gaming with Hamtaro. I think it would work best. I'm working on a Minecraft map of both. Of both of what? Did I miss something here? Do I like Mario games? I like the 3D Mario games. I really love the 3D Mario games. Mario Odyssey was probably my favorite, and then Mario 64 definitely holds a place in my heart. But I really like the DS version of Mario 64, and I know that's kind of controversial, but being able to swap between the different characters and use the different abilities, I think added a lot to the game that I honestly really prefer. So, yeah, Mario 64, Mario Odyssey, those are really, really fun to me. A lot of Hamas. I guess we could do that, yeah. Open world RPG I've been making for a month, and puzzle map I was making for Rana. Ooh, that sounds really cool. If you like turn-based games like Pokemon and Persona, those could be good for training chat interaction while gaming. Oh, really? That's a really good thing to keep in mind. My only thing with games... Also, hello, Straub. Welcome in, welcome in. What about Mario RPG? I actually haven't played Mario RPG. So, the thing with the turn-based games, or really any game, right? Here's what I don't really know how to deal with in terms of games on stream. Because I ran into this with Infinity Nikki right off the bat. Hamtaro I think is good because I have played it through, so I know everything to expect. And I don't really know how many streams it takes, but when you watch a game streamer, do you typically like to watch them finish, like start and finish a game? Or do you sort of expect them to be playing it off stream and then you just catch highlights? Or do you hope that they pause during stories? Like, what works best for you? Because I'm still trying to figure that out, because I wanted to play Infinity Nikki, and I only played it twice on stream, and then I haven't played it since, because then I was like, oh, I should probably wait until I stream it again. But now I'm like, that's not really gonna work too well, especially something like Nikki where there is no ending, right? Because it's an open game. I typically like to watch a whole playthrough if it's story-based. Okay, alright. I think with Hamtaro, I would want to do a whole playthrough, right? Because Hamtaro is very, very story-based. Yeah, there is a Mario RPG. I think that's the title that includes things like Bowser's Inside Story and what's the other ones? Like the Mario and Luigi series, I think are the RPG ones. If the streamers play, usually the streamers play through some to grind off screen for time. So, like Persona, I think you would have to do for that, right? Infinity Nikki will never end, so play it when you want, to be honest. I just feel bad because there is story levels there, right? Like there's story points. So I never know how to, like, handle that. Especially because it's brand new. I think people want to see the story points. But I don't think I stream enough games in general to sort of validate new release titles like that, I guess. I find most viewers don't mind off-stream playing if the game's story isn't super important. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Something like Hamtaro, I think, is pretty heavily story-based, because it's like, it's more like casual adventure. But something like Infinity Nikki has story that you get caught into if you walk too close to an NPC. Gacha games never usually end, so that's like a filler stream. Okay, that's a good point. So Infinity Nikki wouldn't be like... I need to write this down. I'm learning from you guys. You guys are teaching me. I really appreciate it. So Infinity Nikki is like good filler stream, and then like Hamtaro is more active story, and then something like maybe Mystery Dungeon, I'm just using as an example, you would be able to grind levels off stream. I think that makes sense, right? I don't know, because I only do like one game stream a week. Maybe I need to sort of change the schedule around. Still playing my gacha, it's been 4 years. I think that Saturday I want to try streaming Hamtaro. I think that would be fun. I think that would be really fun. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It sort of depends on what happens Tuesday and everything. But I think that weekend stream is when I want to try to learn how to do game and chat training, I suppose. I think that's probably the best way to say it. Oh yeah. Alright. I think that we are probably going to wrap it up here. because this is longer than I normally stream on IRIAM, to be honest. But it's been a ton of fun. Definitely consider following on IRIAM if you haven't yet, and click the bell if you want to be notified. Consider following on Twitch or YouTube, or consider joining the Discord, and then you will get notified for all three of them. Thank you so much, Stargazers. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate your time here, wherever you are, whatever your time zone is. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and all the best. Thank you so much.